Hey, it's White Boy Chris. If the Pat Downs ever made you laugh, then join our Patreon and support us. Get bonus content, a t-shirt, or an autographed copy of Rabbit, Miss Pat's autobiography. Visit MissPatComedy.com for the link to the Patreon, and while you're there, join our Facebook group.
Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down. We still at the motherfucking Sketchfest, and this is part 2. Ooh, y'all about to hear about some gonorrhea, hot dicks, and gays. Listen to this shit, y'all. Stay tuned.
You better get up, get out, and tune into this podcast. Miss Pat spit the truth, spit the real fact. Nothing but the ugly, classy at the same time. Pat got the flavor, these are not your same lines. That's the politics, she been on the real grind. It could be pretty but ugly at the same time. Just tune in, put your lock on the spin down. Ain't no need for the wait and turn it up now. What you talking about? Is it real though? And cut the game, you get no play like Nintendo. You wasted time, turn it up, nothing but the ugly. Straight off the top, everything she say, you know it's funny. Full blast, this a taste of the future. Listen on your iPhone, on your desktop computer. Share it, tweet it, ain't no way to beat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up and gon' repeat it.
White people, y'all gotta stop trying to tell motherfuckers what to do. Not y'all here, I'm talking about your other people. You know the motherfuckers. Like when I first moved to my all-white neighborhood, which I love my fucking neighbors, but I'm from Atlanta, so we speed like a motherfucker. So I'm riding down the street, and it's an old-ass little town I live in. Just a very small little conservative town. So I'm speeding, speed limit 20 miles an hour at the time. I'm like, fuck that shit, who the fuck go 20 miles an hour? I got to fucking get up out of here. And literally this white guy rolled up on the side of me, bump, bump, bump. I'm like, what the fuck wrong with him? I'm thinking maybe fucking something hanging out the door, my fucking gas cap open. I rolled down the window. He's like, slow down. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you to tell me to slow down, nigga? You ain't the police. So, you heard the podcast last week. I'm sitting at the airport. This lady come up fucking with me. Tell me I'm fucking up her environment. I was like, bitch. All I said was white bitch. She saw the ass kicking in my eyes. I'm like, didn't you just hear me tell this other nigga I'm crazy? She went and sat down somewhere.
Audacity.
Just leave people the fuck alone. Everybody, no matter what color you, mind your motherfucking business. Unless somebody's snatching somebody out the street or fucking beating a bitch down. If a motherfucker just in her apartment building, leave people the fuck alone. Mind your business. That's what's wrong with us. We don't mind our fucking business in this country. I mean, I'm telling you to say when you see a nigga stealing a bike or some shit, but don't be trying to stop people from doing everyday shit. Pull up on the side of me, tell me to slow my car down. Nigga, you ain't put that gas in the car. You ain't gonna pay for this motherfucking ticket. People are crazy. I was in Des Moines, Iowa, so I pull up because I'm trying to buy all this Christmas shit because I like to shop on the clearance rack and shit, and the best time to buy Christmas shit is after Christmas. So I buy all of this shit because my son work at FedEx and I'm shipping it out. So this guy walking down, he was like, who is in this white car? It was a white rental car, and I was like, me. He said, move your car before I give you a ticket. I said, who the fuck you talking to? He said, I am he was a fireman. He was a fucking fireman. I said, he's like, I'm going to write you a ticket. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm mailing out my Christmas shit, nigga. I'm mailing out my Christmas shit.
It's the Christmas season. Why don't you? You're just yelling, peace on earth, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to give you a ticket. I'm like, it ain't the last one I'm going to get. And so I walk outside. I said, give me 2, bitch. I get paid tonight.
I'd have shot your ass with my fire hose.
But he was in a fire, like one of those trucks that you drive when you work at the fire department. He wasn't in the whole fucking.
Oh, like an Explorer with.
Yeah, he's like, you're blocking a fire hole. I said, ain't shit on fire.
When did firemen
Except
get
your pussy in 82. Was it 83? My bad. My bad.
Don't talk about my pussy, my STDs. You ever had an STD?
I haven't, no.
Gonorrhea burn like firecrackers in your ass.
Oh.
Only when you pee, though. You literally have to piss and tap dance with your dick in your hand. Cause that's anybody out there ever had gonorrhea? Thank you, sir. Thank you, an honest person. You got it tonight?
That's a while ago.
What year did you have it? Yeah.
2 days ago he got
Get
the
away
shot.
from that nigga.
Yeah. Typhoid Barry over here.
Are you for real?
Congratulations.
On the road to recovery. Good for you.
Way to stick in now. I hope you join the AA STD meeting next week.
Everybody started scooting their chairs.
Do you know who gave it to
I was
you?
going to say, do you know who gave it to you? Are
Who?
you here with him tonight? Okay, good. Leave that nigga.
Who gave it to you? Oh,
He
you
hasn't
don't
even had
fuck
the
him?
shot yet.
Looking at the clock like, come on!
You know, they said San Francisco was a godless town, and look.
So you trying to wait till the medication go all the way through and then you gonna stick your dick in it? Yeah. You's a mean motherfucker.
Hey, you cannot fuck with that determination right there.
Yeah.
If I had that kind of determination, I'd have graduated high school. They got STDs on this test. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't walking down that aisle. Fuck that shit.
He look like he gonna treat you right when you wail.
You bet not cheat on that motherfucker while he waiting. I tell you that much. Y'all stay together forever.
Are y'all a couple?
Hey.
Who the fuck say they had an STD?
They said they were on a date. That's why we all went, what?
Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. So you on a date with a nigga with a sick dick?
If you're willing to come on camera, both of you come up here. That way we can get you on mic.
Hold on. You go down there. I don't want that burning shit near me.
Right behind the two of them.
What's your name, sir?
Hi, I'm Dino, and we're here to normalize testing and getting treatment for STIs.
So y'all didn't have it.
And what's your name?
He had it.
I'm Jesse.
Dino and Jesse.
That sounds like some good sex.
How many dates have you guys been on?
This is the first date.
First date.
Hold up.
Which one of you
Hold up.
listens to the podcast? Jesse does. This
Come
was
here,
your
Jess.
idea.
Okay, I know your dick about to be high. If you stick it in Jesse.
She assumes I'm the top, first of all.
What'd he say?
If you touch my hand one more fucking time with your nasty ass.
He ain't nasty, he clean. Hey, what did he say?
He said, what, say it again?
I said, you assume I'm the top.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that.
Ashley, explain
Ashley,
to your
are you
mama
here?
what the fuck this nigga
I'm
talking
always
about.
on the bottom.
We know you always on the bottom.
I can't spread my legs to get on top. What the fuck you mean you the top?
It'll be just fine.
What do you, I don't understand what you mean by top and bottom.
Oh.
We got all the time in the world to educate her.
Jesse?
Do you have my stipend from my performance, though? No, yeah, I'm not, my dick ain't not gonna get sick.
Wait a minute, he's the what?
I'm the one
and
that gets
catcher.
He's the catcher.
Yeah.
Yes.
They playing ball in the bed? The fuck are y'all talking about?
All right, so this is how men's operate. You got a hole.
No. Hold on. Bend over,
here go
Dion.
my
Bend
gay
over. I'll
daughter.
show
She
her.
about
Fuck
to
you.
play.
Fuck you.
There go my gay daughter. Give her the mic.
You have to
Yeah,
talk
you
to the
do.
microphone. It's a podcast. Just like Gary on, I swear. That's
That's
this
my
whole
gay
family.
daughter.
The gay daughter, everyone. Hi. Thank you. I try. Okay, so like the top is like he's the one that's giving, and then the other person is receiving because they're the bottom.
So what are you?
He's the bottom.
The bottom.
So he taking in the ass.
Yeah.
Does
And what
that
you
make-
do?
So Jesse's gonna burn him tonight.
So Jesse gonna put the dick in him.
Or is Jesse the top? Are you a top?
I said I'm first.
Oh, he's first, so he does both.
Oh, this is so confusing.
Let's not. I mean, this is their first date, which is clearly going well. So let's not jump to conclusions that they're gonna fuck after this.
Nope, not tonight.
We gotta
Don't
take a
you
break.
get high and mighty. This is your
We gotta
idea.
take a break, and we're gonna come back with the gonorrhea in the house. All right, we back from the break and it's still hot in this motherfucker. So did you dump the guy who gave it to you?
You assume they was together, nigga. They fucking free out in this bitch.
I don't know his name.
Oh, you don't know his
Patriarchal
name?
monogamous attitude.
Wait a minute. Where the fuck you get him from?
Nigga, you better go
Craigslist?
find who that motherfucker is.
Well, he knows.
You got him from Craigslist?
No, they shut that down.
God damn, San Francisco.
It was Scruff.
Where you get it from?
It was an app called Scruff.
Scruff.
I just had some stranger.
Nigga, Scruff sound like you gonna catch some shit. All right, well, you gonna get it.
Oh shit, he just rubbed his face. He been to Scruff.
Hairy, bearded, handsome men, like the ones in the front row there, but maybe not them.
You gonna be on
His wife
Scruff.
like, nigga, no. She looking at you like, bitch, I'll scratch your eyes out. Jesus Christ. Well, thank you, gonorrhea man and
Thank you,
STD saver. Jeez. I just love how he counting down to fuck. He must got some good bottom. Top, I don't know what the fuck, but I know y'all are a little uneven in weight. I'm just praying the little man on top so you don't kill him.
If the weight don't kill him, the STD might.
Stop it right there. Gonorrhea don't kill, it just burn. It'll make you get up in the middle of the night, but it will not. It turns to syphilis.
Yeah, have you had STDs?
No, nigga. Yeah, I've had STDs.
Okay, what have you had?
Just gonorrhea, crabs, and fleas.
That last one is not an STD.
It's a poverty.
No.
Bestiality.
No, it's a STD if it came off a nigga balls. So it's an STD.
Anybody have fleas on their balls? Let's really go for it tonight.
If a nigga got fleas in his balls, I'm leaving. Holy shit.
You ever had anything?
No, thank God.
No chlamydia?
Nope.
I got tested at Planned Parenthood because I wanted to just go in and see what it was like. And as I walked out, Tears in Heaven started playing. And I made eye contact with one girl, and I was like, I'm never coming back here. This is just Tears in Heaven of all the things.
Your life's so boring.
You know, you make my life sound so small, but never mind.
You haven't lived until you had an STD. I mean,
That's true.
A curable one.
Jesse, come up here.
No, you don't.
Let's live
No,
tonight.
What? I'm
This
telling you,
motherfucker took a walk in San Francisco earlier, and he has changed. He is not sleeping in the room with me tonight. You got me fucked up.
I'm telling you, Chris, you need to stop saying that because you in San Francisco. Now, don't be calling me saying you ain't got no clothes on and you behind a trash case. I'm not coming to pick your white, blonde, naked ass up. Again, this is Atlanta. They do the same shit.
I go to San Francisco and it turns into Abu Ghraib.
I don't know what the fuck that is. But it sounds like you gonna get your bridge busted from the back. So you need to stop that shit. I'm telling you, keep on giving the invitations. Some strong nigga in the back gonna choke you out.
But I'm heavy. They can't take me.
Oh, they can choke you out in the men's bathroom and hit your head on the urine and put your face in the urine and fuck the shit out you.
Should I be worried she's thought this through?
I was gonna say that sounds like she's planning attacks.
Like, I didn't know you hated me. Plotting my death.
Bust him upside his head, then put his face in the urine. Now fuck him in the back. 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 Remix. Fuck him in the back.
Shut your little ass up. You fuck him in the back, you probably go clean up in him like a tampon.
What y'all on for? I'm skinny. God, that was weird.
That was very funny.
the
More
weirdest-
power to you. That's
But no,
people don't even wait till you cured anymore. They just jump in a relationship. Back in the day when the health department would pick me up, They didn't do that up here. It sounds like they need to do that up here. Back in the day when you had an STD, they would literally knock on your door and tell you your pussy was on fire. What? And they would send the same person after you so you could build a relationship of trust and get in the car and go get a shot. It was, because with me, my kid's father, he had a lot of bitches. So, so one bitch go to the hospital and then give everybody else name dirty hoe. I always gave my name, I guess, because I supposed to be number one. And they were like, oh, I know this bitch got it if I got it. So they would always get my name and they would always come get me. And she was always right. So, I didn't accuse him. I just said, I'm going to wait till they come get me. At least I don't have to catch the bus with no hot pussy.
That sounds terrible, waiting at the bus stop with hot pussy.
Well, that's why I'm a Democrat, because they took programs like that away. See, those programs really help people that couldn't make it to the health department, so they would send those people out to pick you up so you wouldn't have to have hot pussy over the weekend.
Never been a problem for me.
That's why I say you should vote Democrat, because they really create programs inner city people need.
Yeah.
Like, everybody can't get to the health department. Everybody ain't got bus fare. Everybody ain't got Uber fare. Some people need you to knock on the door and say, I'm here like a superhero to put your pussy out. That shit saved me many times.
Thank God.
And a lot of time I go right back to him and get it over all over again. We would share medication.
Like Lady and the Tramp.
Why are you clapping? If you share your gonorrhea pills, that shit ain't, you both go, y'all gonna have half a gonorrhea. You shouldn't share that shit, because you
gotta
need,
wait the 5 days.
Yeah.
Is it 5 days wait now? 7?
7, but 2 days ago.
Anybody else that honest to say they had gonorrhea other than Peter and Paul?
Peter and Paul.
Anybody else had an STD before?
Not.
Y'all some lying motherfuckers.
Who else had an STD before? Who?
She said children.
Quisha said children.
Oh, those STDs? Child, they go away. They call aborted.
Should we have Quisha on the
Don't
show?
be fucking on. You can't keep them all. People kill me. This is my pussy. I can do what I want to do with my pussy, okay? That's your pussy. If we want to set firecrackers off and turn it into the 4th of July, it's none of your fucking business. As long pussy don't get on you.
I think that's how Australia caught on fire.
I've never shared this story, but this just made me think, like, okay, back in the day when they first started this, when the first time I ever noticed, like, these people go out and the people who protest abortions and shit.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And they would go to the fucking Planned Hood and lay all in the floor and they would lock them up, right? Mm-hmm. So it was a scheme black people created while those, we call them crazy people who was trying to stop abortions, they would lock them up. And so the pro-lifers. So the deal was, if your boyfriend was in jail and he couldn't make bond, he just found a pro-lifer and tell him your girlfriend was going to have an abortion, and they would literally bond them out of jail. We was getting niggas out left and right.
That is the most ghetto fabulous idea I have ever heard in my fucking life.
We had that $500 get our boyfriends out of jail. Oh, we did that shit so much. We like, find a pro-lifer. That motherfucker crazy. And they got a whole lot of money. And you knew the pro-lifer because he was somewhere praying in Jesus style, with his feet all crossing Indian style and shit. And we like, there he is, get his ass. And we're like, oh, if he don't get out of jail, I'm going to have an abortion. They're like, oh, hell no, you're not. I'm here to save the baby. And they make one phone call, and it's 5 other white people show up at the bonding company and pay the whole fucking bond. And you never went back to court. Y'all forgive me, that was a long time ago. A scheme is a scheme. Y'all never did that shit. I tell you, thieves are some smart motherfuckers.
It is funny how often, like, you look at me and you go, "You are an idiot," because you don't realize this, and this. It's your brain works in a way that you're always thinking like 5 thieving steps ahead.
No, they're called survivor steps.
Yeah, like you have you think about things in a way that I've never seen before. It's interesting.
I pay attention because I've been shot and I'm from the street, and I pretty much raised myself. And the strangest shit that I see is I look at young people and how naive they are, how they just, especially where I live at, where we live at, I live where he grew up at, and you just see these kids in this world that fucking don't, in this little area that probably they think where they protected at, but the real world is mean as fuck. Like, people just get out of their cars and throw their keys on the dash. I'm like, nigga, no. The fuck do you do that at? You ask, like, the problem in my neighborhood is lock your doors. They're going through your car and throwing all your papers out your dash. And I'm like, who the fuck leave their car unlocked?
My dollar car.
Huh?
In San Francisco.
Well, just put a note on the door and say, ain't shit in here.
Yeah.
Just leave the fucking inside light on. Buy you one of them little stick-up lights and say, see, nigga, ain't nothing in here.
Yeah. So she said here in San Francisco, they leave the doors unlocked so people don't break the windows. And I've heard that before in the city.
I leave my car unlocked all the time.
I don't leave
Nobody,
my car
no,
unlocked.
come on, please.
Like, I was
Nobody's
on the
breaking
plane.
into their car.
Well, we was talking about how people don't pay attention, like just how naive people are, especially with me being a convicted felon. I pay attention to every fucking thing because I don't want nobody to steal from me the way I stole from them. That should have hurt my fucking feelings. Because I know I used to fuck niggas up back in the day. So I'm on a plane with this young little girl sitting there one day, and she's just talking, pretty little white girl, and we talking, and she got American Express black card. I mean the heavy kind. That mean that bitch got some money. And so she's just rambling through her pocketbook, and she don't know who the fuck I am, and she takes her card and lay that bitch out. And the thing for me when I used to steal is that I can't spell worth shit, but boy, when my eyes get on them numbers, it locked in my head, and you're fucked up. Literally, I could see your shit one time and go, da-da-da-da-da. That's how my brain used to work when I was younger. So I tapped the little white girl on the leg. I said, look here, baby. I said, that's an American Express black card. She was like, yes, ma'am. I said, look, bitch, you don't know me. You don't know what the fuck I used to do. I said, this is how you get robbed. And I just told her, I said, the first 6 digits I remember. I said, now you need to take your card. Always turn it upside down, whether you can't see the number, or put it in your fucking titties. Don't you ever lay your card. Because you don't know who the fuck you sitting next to. That's just how I think. Like when I first got married and my husband didn't commit crimes. And he was just
Dion is walking off the stage. She thought,
When I say that shit one more time.
when I first got married.
And my husband didn't commit crimes.
No, he's never committed crimes.
You didn't have to say that. We figured that nigga didn't commit crimes.
Oh, well, he never committed crimes. And so the shit I used to do, he was fucking blown away with it. He's like, how can you write people checks? I'm like, I don't know these niggas. And I'm like, look, her fucking check number is 12,000. That means she got a lot of fucking money. Or she've had this account a lot of times. He had to literally set me down and say, look here, Pat. He said, when you do this, it takes their money out of their account. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
she really cracked herself up.
Snorted at her.
Snorted.
Her criminal
You didn't hear it in
history.
the mic.
But he had to explain to me. He said, how would you like to come home and somebody have emptied your bank account? I'm like, well, don't they got insurance? But he was like, think. And then that made me really think, because I started to learn later in life. I started to put myself in other people's situations. So if I'm writing your checks and I'm like, well, if somebody was doing this shit to me, would I appreciate this fucking shit? So that kind of helped me realize, hey, I got to stop fucking up white people. Well, I can't write black people checks. Them starter checks ain't gonna get you shit. Black people have a account and go get a whole nother starter book at a bank down the street, nigga. I can't do that. So my husband opened my eyes to a lot of the crimes I was committing. And I was like, oh. Because, I mean, you literally, when you stealing and you're a thief and you doing all of this shit, you don't realize you hurting people. You know, you probably wrote somebody a paycheck to where they needed to pay their fucking bill. Well, I didn't think like that. I didn't give a fuck. I really didn't know Bessie Ann, whatever the last name was. So, I mean, my whole focus was to pass off as a Bessie Ann or whoever fucking checks I forge. And I remember one time I got a checkbook and it had 2 initials on it and it was a fucking man name. But I thought it was a girl name.
Yeah, we were working it like.
I'm glad I never got caught for that. I did get caught for selling drugs, but I had to leave checks alone. But I was a good check thief. I was doing it way before black people caught on to it, when it was just a white collar crime. That's when you commit crime when only white people is doing. Because as soon as black people get involved, they going to take their shitty kids to Macy's with them, and they going to be dirty to write the check. And they're like, nigga, you just take your check. And then they going to investigate everybody that come through that bitch black. So I was doing it when all you had to do is put on an outfit like this and say, yes, I am who I say I am.
And if I wasn't, why would I say I am? In the paper, the news, every day I am.
A superstar.
Miss Pat is Eminem over here.
Those my days of committing crimes. I don't do it anymore because I grew the fuck up. I realized if you just get a fucking job. Fuck you laughing at me. I mean, I realize you get a job and you just start making steps to put shit back together. I remember when I first stopped selling crack, my husband was like, look, you got to stop selling this shit. My mom is a Christian, and I done took you home to her, and I'm trying to change your name from Rabbit to Pat. And my husband's like, you got to stop selling this crack shit. You know, it's hard to find a good man with kids already. This man didn't have no kids. And you heard the story. He could read with back teeth, and he didn't have no more baby mamas. I had to knock them bitches out. So I'm like, he's a little fat, but I think I can make a change for him. And so
Never committed a crime.
He never committed a crime. Never. Even when I was forging checks. When I was forging checks and like Polo and Nautical and shit was out, he didn't want. And my friend from 40 years is in the back and she'll tell. I was like, I want that shit. Get that stolen shit from me. Get that stolen shit from me. And he would not take nothing. He's like, you going to jail? I'm not. No, nigga, no, I'm good. I'm not going to jail. Not for this shit. But you know, he really was a big influence in my life for me to get my shit back together. Like, Pat, come on, you. I think what he said something that scared the shit out of me. He said, "Look, when you go to jail for these shit you doing, what happened when your baby daddy get your kids?" And I said, "Huh?
Yeah,
not that dirty dick nigga." I remember when I stopped selling crack, I literally gave my niece my last little ounce of dope and told her, I hope she come up. It's over for me. I'm going to give it all up for this fat nigga with the job. Who don't punch a bitch in their eye on Fridays. No hot dicks. You ain't got to look at a dick and it look like it been through a fucking African slave thing. Whips all over the place.
Jesus.
God.
Because my last one had a lot of STDs.
Did you say this nigga dick looked like a slave back? God damn.
I knew things were bad in the black community. God.
So, I mean, I gave it up for him. And it was so nice not to share dick. Because I had never not shared dick.
She got hand-me-down dick her whole life.
I think my favorite part of this podcast.
Can't wait to get my own room.
But it's still like going back at the podcast. You know, he had to write down all the names of the girls he was fucking, but he wrote my name first. So
I'm not lying, y'all, and I ain't
Good
talk
Lord.
about it because he be talking shit all the time. That's why I never mention his name. But my whole life with dealing with this dude and my friend in the back of over 35 years, my whole life was to be number one. I was like, you can have all the bitches you want as long as they know my name. You remember that song, Everybody Gonna Know Your Name?
No, I don't.
keep singing though.
No, the sitcom. Cheers, yeah, the cheers.
Cheers, yeah. The Pat whisper over here.
I know you 13 years. I had no idea you were talking about Cheers. Sometimes you want to go
where everybody know your name. And that's all I wanted to do. I wanted every bitch to know my fucking name.
I'm the first bitch on the list. You can have all the hoes you want as long as I'm number one.
It's so nice not to share a man.
It was so nice not to share a dick. I'm telling you, it was so nice. I literally, when I met the dude, he was married. So I had to share the dick from the beginning to the end. I think I knocked out more bitches than Mike Tyson over that motherfucker. What was crazy is I would go to have a baby. Like I had 2 kids. Mine, and every time I delivered, it was a bitch down the hall delivering the same nigga baby.
Shut up.
He would
You're
just walk.
kidding.
He said, I'm going to go down here and sign that birth certificate. I'm going to be right back to sign that birth certificate.
What the fuck?
But I didn't give a fuck as long as he stopped in my room first. Because I was number one.
What does it take to be number one?
Yeah.
That is unreal.
Yeah. I remember one time catching them in bed with 2 bitches. And I was like, how do you catch a motherfucker? I said, how do a nigga who can't read get 2 bitches in the bed? 2 bitches, yeah. The whole relationship was all about cheating. He shoot me, I shoot him. He black my eye, I stab his baby mama.
A real love story. I can't wait for that Hallmark movie. That shit gonna be rated R like a motherfucker.
I just can't believe it was just gonorrhea. Quite a...
You know, AIDS had just came out.
Yeah.
So...
Like a brand new shoe.
These
AIDS
people
coming out next week, bro. You in line?
AIDS gets mentioned in this side of the room. Thought it was hilarious.
AIDS had just came out because my daughter was born in 86. So AIDS had just came out. And literally, you know, they was trying to say it was just a gay person disease. So it hadn't made it to the hood like crack yet. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what's... I mean, he don't have AIDS now, but... I mean, it did. Like, his brother was gay, bisexual. I don't know what the fuck his brother was. He went with a man with a wig. And it...
Confused.
He's in it. His brother died of AIDS, but he never. I mean, I'm thank God. I wouldn't be this. I'm just thankful, but I didn't catch AIDS.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't have him.
You know what's funny about doing this show in front of an audience is, as like Dion and I are friends with Miss Pat, so when she talks, we just like, yeah, right. But then the crowd of normal people go, do I laugh at that?
Yeah, you laugh at every fucking thing. And you know, I one thing I've always said, I try to always say, if you can't laugh at the bullshit that you've been through, then you ain't over it. When you can laugh at the shit you've been through, then you're over it. The only reason why.
An applause break.
I'm not ashamed of shit. I don't give a fuck about nobody judging me because I know where I come from and I know where the fuck I'm going. And I'm not here to please no fucking body. And people sit here with their nose in the air and they got the most fucking problems. I don't give a fuck. And you shouldn't give a fuck. That's what's wrong with us. We too busy trying to be something that we're not in society. I don't give a fuck. I would tell you, them 2 dares, I be struggling with the motherfucker. That THERE and that THEIR, they fuck me up.
Should we tell about apostrophe YR?
Yeah. There's another there.
If you don't even bring the peers and question mark and apostrophe, I'm done, nigga. You see how I write on Twitter, and motherfucker be like, what are you doing? I was like, fuck you. So when you piss me off, I go get Dion or my daughter. I be like, get this nigga.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've copied and pasted what the fuck
Shut the fuck up.
to say.
I pay you to copy and paste, motherfucker. You my Google alert.
Nigga, sometimes I gotta go to Google. Like, what the fuck she trying to say?
I mean, but you shouldn't worry about what other people think. That's what's wrong with us. We too worried about trying to please. Fuck trying to please somebody. I tried my whole life to please a motherfucker who drugged me behind a car and say he didn't see me jump off that overpath onto his car with the bitch in the car. You remember that, Lisa? That's my friend of 35 years. One day he come over. I was like, I love him, Lisa. I love him. She was like, let that ugly nigga go. I was like, she like, how you like that nigga? That nigga? No lie, y'all. His car, he had a Nova. And he would come pick me up. And my friend Lisa always had the nice guys with the money and the bougie niggas. She's bougie as fuck. But literally, when my kid's father would come out and pick us up, he was in a Nova. He had no floorboard. So, nigga, you rode in the car like this. If you ever did this shit, your ass be up under the car. She's like, how you crying over that raggedy car ride, nigga? And he couldn't hook up like the heat or anything. So literally we had a boom box on the back seat that played the music and it sounded like he had bump in the car. And like it was no heat. It was literally no heat. So he would get like a blanket, like a battery pack blanket, and you would wrap it around yourself in the wintertime. But we was in love. At least I thought I was in love. But you know, everybody in here done fuck somebody. You be like, what the fuck? And you thought they was cute, and you look back and be like, oh. Uh-huh. It make you go wash your vagina that day. That's how I feel now. He be like, and he loved telling people he my baby daddy. I said, I'm going to have you arrested for slander. I'm 47. I don't have no fucking baby daddy. I'm married, okay? Buck teeth bastard. He be roller skating with them baby booties and bells on his school. He still roller skate. He 59 years old.
Where did the roller skating come in? Like,
he can skate, can't he, Lisa?
At the roller skating rink?
He used to go take me roller skating when I first met him.
Okay.
Yeah. That's back when he had a car. I think he roller skating now and he catch the bus to the roller skating. Let's not spend all our time on him. How much time we got? Look, guy.
Got about 5 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes.
Well, thank you for the alls. They didn't hear that on the podcast.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys showing up because I was worried.
She was.
I'm like, I'm coming where to San Francisco to talk to 4 motherfuckers. We could FaceTime in the fucking inbox with this shit. And I actually took a bath and Quisha glued my wig on like a motherfucking Chinese person. Don't you see my eyes slanted? This motherfucker tighter than a kung fu grip.
Ooh, boy.
Stop saying racist shit.
I haven't said shit racist.
Not to
racist? Was that racist?
No.
All Chinese
right,
people have kung fu grips.
All right, okay.
What are you, sir? You
Chinese.
Was that racist?
Are you American Chinese or are you Chinese Chinese? Now that was racist.
Are you an importer? Import or domestic?
Sir, this is what you say to him. You should say, are you the caught nigga or the uncaught nigga?
Homegrown variety.
So that. Where you from?
San Francisco.
Nice.
Okay, good. He said that wasn't racist. Okay. You listen to the podcast?
Every episode.
You know, the diversity of this fucking podcast is crazy. Thank you, baby. And you can inbox me, and I will get Quisha to show you titties.
We don't gotta wait for the inbox. Come here, Quisha.
Would you like to see some color titties? Is your girlfriend here? Your wife here?
No, it's all good.
You don't want to see no color titties? Now you being racist. It's cold as not for these titties. They came from Atlanta.
Well, if he's not going to use it, can I have your profile picture? I need to use it.
You was gonna show that man your titty, Quisha?
He's Asian, of course.
Oh yeah, because you know all Quisha babies are Asians. She got 6 Asian babies. You thought it was 8? Well, you count the abortions, sir. We gotta count the ones she can file on her income taxes.
God damn. You wanna...
Yeah. All right, so we winding down because we gotta go. Did y'all have a good time? This is our second live podcast. The first one was Howard Mandel in Montreal, and then it's this one. So give it up for yourselves. So since we have a few minutes left, we're gonna do a Q&A. Give you an opportunity to ask me some shit that you be in my inbox with all them big words and confusing me with.
Right. All right up front. What's your name?
Marianne.
Hi, Marianne.
Hey, Marianne.
I'm from Indiana. I had to wear it. I live here.
I live in Plainfield.
I know where that is. I lived in Indy. I'm from Muncie.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Meth capital of the world.
I have a gift for Pat.
Oh, thank you.
It's for us big girls that have trouble tying our laces. It's well, you know.
Oh, my
I know.
God.
It's real.
I need this shit like a Kotex.
Okay, you try that out. Thank you.
You don't know how happy I am that you bought her that shit.
And we love you. We watch it all, man.
Oh, thank you. Now you got to tell me how this shit works so Dion can put it on.
Who else has a question? Coming up here.
If you got any questions, come to the side over here.
Just
Anybody?
raise your hand, Chris.
Or if you want to hear her talk about something.
Come on, y'all. You got 10 minutes before I go.
I'm just going to pick somebody like the
Don't
mean
be shy.
teacher.
Y'all don't got no motherfucking questions. Y'all don't got no questions.
All right.
Coming back. I need to come back to perform. I've never performed at this. Well, one time I performed here with some other ladies.
What's your name?
Lawrence. I'm that Asian guy.
Hi, Lawrence.
Hi, homegrown Asian person. Hi. So I want to try this like comedy thing. I want to try write my 5 minutes do the open mic night. Try to be like a comedian. Oh crap! This is bad. Hi, I want to be like I want to try to be a comedian.
You don't have to start over.
Oh.
Get your hands off of him, Chris. You're scaring him. So you want to try stand up?
Yeah, I want to try stand up.
Well,
how would that
this
go
club
do it?
been around a long time. All you got to do is sign up for their open mic one night. I always tell people when they want to try stand up, a lot of times they're bringer shows. I'm not gonna say try not to do those shows, but I think it makes it easier for you the first time to go up when people don't know you in case you don't do good, and it kind of discourages you not to come back. So I remember when I first started, I would sneak off to this little place in Atlanta called The Pub. And I just went up a couple of times and I took one person. And I was like, if this shit don't work out, we ain't telling nobody. Luckily, I got up there and I made them laugh. So, I mean, it's like riding a bike. Fucking go do it. You ain't gonna know what you can do till you get your ass on stage.
Wait, there's a problem. I don't know how to ride a bike.
Chinese people invented bikes and you don't know how to ride one?
I can swim, so I'm good in like the
Well, it's
natural
like swimming,
disaster.
sir.
I can swim.
Okay, it's like swimming.
Swim too?
We're next to the ocean. What's more important, swimming or like riding this very confusing machine?
Well, it's like swimming to you because you don't ride a bike.
Thank you, I
I
appreciate
mean,
it.
just try it. And it'll let you know. Do it a couple of times. Don't just do it and stop. Yeah. Do it a couple of times, and then you'll know if it's for you.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you, Lawrence.
Anybody else? Question?
You're going to have to come up here, though.
Just stand up. We can hear you. Just yell it out, baby.
What were Miss Pat's first couple jobs?
My job? Well, after I stopped selling drugs? Oh, my very first job.
You had a hand job.
After that.
Oh, my bad.
That was before the crack. My first job when I first got with my husband and I stopped selling crack, it was actually working at McDonald's. It was working at McDonald's. And that's when I don't know if you guys ever heard my Jimmy Carter story. I'm quite sure that's how I got to call Jimmy Carter a nigger.
Whoa.
To his face.
But that's where I worked at. I worked at McDonald's first. And then after that, I went to Walmart. I went to Target, and then I ended up at General Motors doing a summer program. And then that's how my husband and my niece got on. I was like, this shit ain't for me. And I worked at Walmart for I think a year. It's crazy because I still got a shit ton of stock in Walmart when I worked there. Because at the time they was like, if whatever you buy, it was half and half.
Yeah.
They matched it. So I was like, oh, this little $200 check, take this bitch. I'm just here to keep my Section 8. Yeah. So that's what I did after I stopped selling drugs. It was rough.
Last one because we're out of time.
How long and how many years did you do comedy until you started making money like full time from comedy?
I've been doing comedy. I think this is my 18th year this year. 18. That's my 8th. I've been doing this shit 18 years. I moved to Indiana 13 years ago, so I think I was about 12 to 13 years in before things started to kind of work out. I opened up for a guy named Arnez J. And then I got on the road with D. Ray Davis, and just so happened at that same time I jumped on the road with Cat Williams, and that was my real money. That shit was like unreal. You was like, I remember walking out in Kentucky and seeing Cat Williams, 30,000 people. I was like, white people like this nigga? It was just packed. And then, my agent called me because we had the same agent. They were like, oh, you gonna go open for Cat Williams? I'm like, for real? And then he just walked up to me. I don't even know if he knew what to pay us. And he was like, they say you get $5,000. I was like, I do? And that's literally what I got each night.
Wow.
For doing 10 minutes. And when my husband saw me in Kentucky, he said, tell your whole family to come down. And he's like, your husband never seen you? I was like, no. He was like, he called my husband. He's like, look, I want you to come see your wife on stage. She's fucking funny. And he was like, tonight you get 20 minutes. I'm like, I do? And my whole family was there. He gave me 20 minutes. And when I come off stage, he gave me $8,000. I was like, what the fuck?
Wow.
When that tour ended, I cried like a bitch. And it was all in cash, dude. Never check. I went to a club with Cat Williams one night. He was making it rain because he said that's how he blessed people. And he just... No lie. He would take you to these hole-in-the-wall clubs, right? And he would say he would have a bag full of money. And this is when I was like, niggas really waste money. And he took the band off for $10,000, nothing but hundreds. And he threw, Ashley, was you with me that time? Oh,
You wish, yeah. Said I
he
wish.
threw that money in on the dance floor, and it was a little bootleg club, and it had a fan in there, and all the money blew back towards us. I hit the floor with them bitches. I'm just stuffing hundreds in my titties. And Cat come over, he's like, Miss Pat, what the fuck are you doing down there? I said, I'm helping these bitches pick up this money.
No, nigga, that money's not for you.
Yeah.
Put that money back.
I went to the bathroom, y'all, and I had $4,500 stuck in my titty. I woke my husband. I said, this nigga done threw out a $10,000. He threw out like 30,000, just throwing money. I was like, fuck this shit. Nigga, I was just snatching wigs off. I was on that. That's the first time I really seen somebody make it rain. But I hate the clothes because we having such a good time. But I have a few things for sale. I have my book for sale if you don't have it, and if you would like to pick it up. And I have a couple of T-shirts. I just came from Dallas. So one of the T-shirts is
Miss Pat's Crack Babies.
Yeah, if you're a crack baby. So I have a few crack baby shirts left. And the other one is because we act like we crazy in this world. So I created this T-shirt to just try to we all want the same shit, okay? Calm the fuck down. And this T-shirt says, we don't have to agree, but we do need to respect each other. And thank you. And my last shirt is because it's so dear to me because of what I've went through as a female, as a woman in this country, as a child. And I created this shirt because our lovely president, he has it. Our lovely president nominated Kavanaugh And it wasn't even about the nomination. It was more about what they were saying about the woman. If it really happened to you, why the fuck you wait 25 years to tell? And I'm like, goddamn, America, this is a woman, somebody, mama, sister, aunt. You know, we dogging her the fuck out. And then it made me think that day. I was sitting there thinking like, goddamn. It's funny how we'll dog this woman out, but nobody ever questioned those white boys who had their dick sucked by the priest. Nobody ever said, Tanner, why did you wait 25 years to say the priest sucked your dick? Think about it, right? But when it's us, they don't give a fuck. So I created this shirt because sometimes they just don't give a fuck. And this shirt is, damn, I forgot the other part of this part I was supposed to say. Do you know it, Dion?
No, I don't remember.
So I created this shirt because they act like they don't give a fuck. You know, when the boys get something happen to the boy. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Main reason why I created this shirt is because when my mama boyfriend molested the shit out of me from the age of 6 to 11 years old, and nobody gave a fuck. So, and I couldn't tell my fucking story until I wrote my book for HarperCollins, and they gave me 6 figures. And when they give you 6 figures, you tell all your fucking business. I was trying to remember everybody who ever stuck their thumb up my ass. That was my first 6 figures illegally. I was like, shit, who else stuck their thumb in my ass? I was calling everybody, you know who stuck their thumb in my ass? So I made this shirt for all of us if you ever been through some shit. And it's all about never tell your shit when you get ready. Don't you ever let nobody silence you. Because for so many years I was silent. And that was the only story that I had never told anybody, y'all. And I remember the day I told it to the lady who wrote my book. Me and this bitch cried for 2 weeks straight. All fucking cheekbones were so goddamn tight by the end of this book. But it was the only thing that I was carrying around, the only secret. And I was, oh, thank you. I'm fucking relieved. So I created this shirt and it says, it's never too late to tell your truth. Tell your shit when you get ready. Thank you guys so much for coming out to see us. We truly appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at misspatcomedy.com. for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.